Taurus, sun that's playing for you is water. So you could be in your feelings about some shit. Somebody in their feelings about you. It don't even gotta be negative. You feel me? You could just be in an emotion right now, and you feel real good because you might be you being in this emotion might have brought you to a point in the truth. So now that you're aware of the truth, you may be moving or investing unconsciously differently in your reality because you're at a new emotional point. You're in new waters. You're swimming in a new ocean type shit. You might have been in a swamp regarding your emotions for a while. That had you stuck in some shit. Had you caught up in a truth that really wasn't yours. Whether you were just expressing the truth that someone else brought upon you, like a Mr. Smith, whether that was through family, through a friend, doing something you were just associating or communicating yourself with, or it was just something you observed to be the truth because of an experience you went through that had you stuck in a very unbalanced energy for a while. But now that you're in some clean waters, a little more cleaner than the waters you was swimming in previously, hey, listen, you was running with the demons, running amongst some gremlins, whether it was just internal gremlins, you was in a real low place, or external gremlins, other people external to you that was keeping you stuck in a low place. Now that it's like you've reached the truth though, or someone outside of you has reached the truth after going through a situation in their reality that made them observe you in a different light. You feel me? And put this like, so now they may not be telling you what point they reached regarding the relationship or the situation with you, but someone could just be expressing and investing themselves in you differently. Yeah, put your foot. Yeah, now that they got there, the song that's playing is water, and it's like whether you hit a point of emotional clarity about how you feel about something at one point when you thought about investing, or when you did that, you mixed emotions about it. You never could really grasp or really know how you feel about something until you got to the point to know how you feel about something. Until it rot. And now that you know this truth, you may be in a position where you want to involve it. It's like you want to ride it till the wheels fall off. Whatever we talking about. Whether you want to invest in this mind or this imagination, or go towards that goal or reach that point, or you don't want to stop doing this. Whatever that is. Put your foot in down and you know what we talking about. Better than I know what we talking about. There ain't no cars out neither, so it's really still up in the air if we being real. So that could be you. Yeah, see, that could be you. Could be someone outside of you. 10% reverse is the first card out. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius. You don't have to be. Or you just got Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. Significant. You could be in a situation that you know ain't gonna go nowhere, and you feel trapped in that space, in that mind. And you know whatever you in isn't it for you. And until it rock though, you might be in this till the wheels fall off. It's not just something you can up and leave because of what the type of position you put yourself in. But it's like spiritually, this ain't your truth. But it's a position you put yourself in. You feel me? You caught up in some shit. You know what we talking about. Yeah, damn. Hey, look, the tower. Yeah, because your mind was in a certain... you might have had your head in a space or area thinking of ideas in an environment or in a situation. You shouldn't have brought that type of head there. Or somebody outside of you came to you and got you caught up in some shit now that you feel stuck in. But it's like because of the truth that was brought to you regarding a situation. Whether you thought what you was doing was the truth, and that was because of someone may have brought you a truth upon yourself, and you got fixated in believing in that, or you were in a position where you were in a certain head, you were in a certain mind, and you thought this mind was it. It only brought you to a real low place. You could be it's like dead end relationship, dead end job, and you miserable at work, you miserable in your relationship. But for say you caught up in some shit though. Shit, you might just be miserable. You don't feel good in your own body because of where you at. regarding something. It's like when you think of this, it give you chills in the worst way. When you observe this, and it's like you can't stop observing this. Whatever we talking about. You feel naked. I don't know what you talking. What we talking about, Taurus? You feel exposed in a space. Whatever we talking about. You might have invested you in a little relationship and a little friendship, and it's like they got you caught up in some shit. Whether it's the wrong place, wrong time type situation, and you might be getting booked for some shit you ain't even do, or you in a situation where it's like you done been through hell and high water with these people. And now you coming to realization, now that you done manifested you a little world, whether it's the environment, friendship, you done been in whatever you've been in for a while, it's like you realize, ooh, you was really riding for the wrong folks. Whatever we talking about. And then as I say that, look what's on the bottom. It's like you've been investing your mind, time, or energy in it. Hell shell. Yeah, I'm telling you, you tied to some little gremlin. Now that you done changed your perspective, you see the devil. Whether that devil can't look, I'm telling you, you see someone wicked. Let me tell you, whether that someone is a devil you had going on internally, you put your mind in a certain place, and that puts you in a real toxic place regarding how you express yourself in your environment. But that only manifested you some sort of 10% reversion. It's a spiritual unbalance. You in some shit that don't feel right to you spiritually. That all because you was wicked. Or if it's someone external to you who was a devil who got you caught up in some shit. It's like your partner could have pulled up on you on some shit like initially in the relationship. You feel me? Expressing one thing, showing one thing, giving you one thing that just to get you caught up in that shit. Yo, now you feel trapped in this relationship. And you know spiritually this ain't it for you. And put your foot though. For me, that was an example. For you, that could be the way shit busting. Put your foot. Someone feel exposed though. If it's not that, then you could have been aware whether if it was your mind who was the devil, you were carrying certain minds and actions. It's like you were very obsessive over something, and it was like obsessive in a good, not a good way, a negative way. But now that you change your perspective on your own thoughts and how you've been carrying yourself, you cannot feel good. It's like you feel naked, or you don't. It's like you want to conceal yourself now that you looked at how you were expressing yourself previously. You feel me? It's like that. Yeah, now that you done reflected on the truth that you were expressing. Whatever we talking about. That's if it's a solo battle. Ooh. Yeah, you can't walk away from it too. Someone can't walk away from something. Or if you dealing with a partner, you dealing with somebody that ain't gonna walk away from you, they ain't gonna break up with you. So you just, it's like, you in some shit. If it's like a relationship, real toxic type vibes we got sprinkling here. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you may not, shit, it might not even, you might have knew this shit wasn't something great. Because the Hierophant in reverse, that's you, by the way. Ice tray, I told you, you real cold where you at. Hell shell, ice, and then ice tray, yeah, it's real cold where you at. Pussy. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, Taurus. And then the sun in reverse. Like Taurus, what you got going on? If this is just a solo battle, you going through a whole lot of conflict because whatever you sold your soul to, whatever space you got to continue to give time to, and even though you don't want to give time to that no more, whatever that is that you gave, yeah, that should make you miserable. But for some reason, you can't walk away from that. You know what we talking about. Better than I know what we talking about. Yeah, look, ain't gonna give it up though. Ain't gonna give it up though. If it's a relationship, y'all, it's a toxic relationship, as toxic as it gets. Ain't gonna let it go though. Yeah, put your foot though, Taurus. You know what we talking about. Yeah, still what I'm telling you, still gonna push it. Still gonna keep pushing on, but look, still gonna keep pushing what at this time. Shit, you could be in a position where you want to express you some truth. Or someone outside of you could be in a position where they expressing you some truth. They should, just to keep you in a position, because it's like they know you uncomfortable in this. Whatever we talking about, you uncomfortable somewhere. And that is being expressed through your communication in that space. It's like in the beginning, I said you were unconsciously expressing or showing something to your reality, and now it's like that's putting someone in a position where now they want to come holler at you. They want to come tell you a truth just to keep you in a certain type of position. Someone is, if it's you dealing with somebody outside of you, someone is obsessed with you. And it's like they may be getting hints that you are waking up to it. Cause it ain't the same. Whatever we talking about, you know something. If something ain't the same for you, it ain't the same. And if it's a situation where you were in some shit, or you were the devil, you were the one with the toxic ideas, minds, mentalities, you was on demon time, you done manifested you a real sticky one. I don't even know if it's it don't look like you, whether you not getting out of something or you not making attempts to get out, I don't know. But put your foot.